holding workshop and seminars every weekend. I have my job from Monday to Friday. I work on Saturdays and Sundays at coaching, and it's like money is easily flowing into my life. See, this woman has made it so easy for me, as easy as it sounds, actually. Like, if you just put your heart into it, you just have to work. That's it. It's so simple, she has made for me, and she will do it for you. Only if you are just dedicated. I feel that.
You know, the reason, guys, I share this with you at the start of the event is because I want to tell you guys how simple the process is if you follow it. And I'm not saying this process is simple because I have been through it. I'm not saying this process is simple because Mitali's been through it. I'm saying the process is simple and it works because I have had 1,000+ people follow this process in the last 8 years. And we're going to discuss the exact same process in detail. So let's have an overview of the 5-step system that you're going to follow to become a 7-figure coach. Let's take a look at this. So as you guys can see this on the screen, step 1 is to have a product market fit. So the people that are already coaches over here, can you guys hit the chat box and tell me who are you currently helping and to do what? Can you guys hit the chat box and tell me? What's your niche currently? Who do you help to accomplish what result? Okay, somebody said they work in health. Okay, what do you help people do? Educational coach, real estate. Business professionals lose weight. Young HRs become more professional, career exploration and decision making. Help people make money. Working professionals lose weight and get fit. Spirituality. Brand new people, that's completely fine. You guys don't have to answer. Counseling parents and students, personality development, NLP, doctor, mind trainer, IT background, technical data science and animation, mutual fund, holistic health, mutual fund, entrepreneur. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is work in an industry and help people accomplish an outcome that really works. Second, what are you going to offer these people for the money that you're going to charge them? I don't want you to offer 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupee courses. I want you to charge decent, but I also want you to give decent outcomes and results. Third step, how are you going to build your online presence so that you can have credibility? Fourth step, how do you craft a marketing funnel that actually helps people make money? And finally, learn sales and automate the whole thing. So I'm going to take you through this entire thing in detail today, starting with the first area is who do you help and what do you help them accomplish? That's our first thing, right? Now, if you guys don't mind me asking, there's a follow-up question for people that are already into coaching. See, guys that are brand new, it's easy. You're going to follow what we show you and you're going to see how it works. But people that are brand new, a quick question for all of you guys. How much do you currently charge for your services? Because that's a very important element to discuss for step 1 and 2. Location, what do you help people get? Okay. Yeah, so yours is educational coaching. Let's stop the screen share, right? See, guys, the first training that all of us need to have over here before we move ahead, and I say this from my experience, session-wise coaching, per session coaching. We will see how many sessions you require. We'll figure it out. Should be illegal, right? It genuinely should be banned for the right kind of reasons. You should offer people in whatever industry, we'll discuss the top industries in India right now where people are spending money. So we'll go through that. But you should genuinely pick an industry, create a package for people in that industry, not a per session thing कि हाँ देखते हैं आपको कितने सेशंस की जरूरत पड़ेगी, उस हिसाब से डिसाइड करेंगे कि हम कितना नहीं. You should have a beginning, your coaching should have an end. It should be a crafted journey along with a mastermind community that you can offer people as a package that they would want to invest money in. Does that make sense, everyone? Give me a thumbs up if so far we're together. Okay. You have to offer a package. And the reason you have to do this is A, there is a beginning and an end to the process that people are going to go with you. And B, what I think is even more essential is that you can provide more value to people when you work with them. And it's standardized. Anything that's standardized can be scaled. And you can add a community element to this that can eventually really help people. Cool. So let's go through the first thing, which is understanding what product and what market should you pick. So let's go through this. Move ahead. First, I think anything that you pick has to be in alignment with your purpose. Anybody here that's working in a job right now, please type a J in the chat box if you're working in a job. Okay. The fact that you're working in a job and you're here with me right now is, I'm pretty certain, because you're really interested in doing something more than what you're doing currently. Correct? Safe to assume that you're interested in doing something more than what you're currently doing for yourself, right? Now, if now also you pick something that doesn't align with, in fact, my first question is, how many of you think that human life has a purpose? How many of you believe that you were born here to do something? You didn't come here to get up, go to work every day, sleep at the end of the day, get a paycheck every month, deposit that, take a vacation a year, get married, have kids, buy a house, buy a car. How many of you think you weren't here just for that? I think those things are very important, very important. But how many of you think that there is something more to your life, right? So I am a very firm believer of the fact that whatever niche you pick, अगर आप जॉब से छोड़ के ट्रांजिशन करने वाले हो या आप ऑलरेडी ये कर रहे हो, you better work with people that you enjoy working with, something that excites you. So for me, one of the most important elements of selecting the product market is first having a purpose that really makes sense. Let's move ahead. Second is you have to pick an industry that has a market demand. What is a market demand? People currently are interested in learning what you're teaching about. If people are not interested in the product that you're offering, but you only feel really passionate about it, you're gonna have to go through the hard road and place of educating the crowd first, which may not be really financially fruitful. For how many of you want to do something that's purposeful, but it's also very important for you to make money doing that? Like, making money is also a very important criteria, right? It is correct, because life's not a Ranbir Kapoor film where you can probably quit your job one day, you can go travel the world, follow your dreams, and it's all going to be wonderful. It is not. Some of us have bills to pay. Amit, we don't have an option, like you're saying, people to take care of. So it's very important to pick something where it's easy for you to make money. So yeah, let's move further. You're going to have to have something that's a combination of, move further, please, purpose plus a market need, which would probably ultimately really help you long term. How many of you have an area that you're really interested in? Like, pick any area that you're really interested in, a field, an industry, a topic that you feel really excited about. Hit the chat box and tell me. Anything that you feel really excited about. Stock market, fashion, dressing, accounts, mutual funds, spiritual spirituality, digital marketing, relationships, personality development, confidence, health, weight loss, trading, communication, skin treatments, sales, health, market psychology, high quality education, stock market, crypto market, community, social life, life coaching. That's a pretty interesting one. Communication. Okay, let's have the slides back. Certain stats that you guys can just take a look at when people actually pick a profession that they really enjoy. By the way, all our studies that have been published, how it helps people with their overall well-being when they do something that they are in love with. Their happiness is really high. They are more likely to complete things and stay consistent to it because it's an area that's of absolute interest to them. Better mood, better happiness, longer life when people really pick things that they enjoy. They have more better relationships in their life when they are in an industry and a profession that actually makes sense to them. Yeah, let's move further. Now, these are the 5 industries, and you guys can take a screenshot if you want at this point, that people are really investing their money with. The 5 industries that people are spending a lot of money to learn on. Health would include all your from nutrition to diet to weight loss to lifestyle conditions to PCOS, PCOD, thyroid, diabetes, weight loss, better skin, better gut health, nutrition, weight training, yoga, everything that is related to health falls under this category. Wealth would be everything that you guys are teaching people to make money, from crypto to stock market to sales to the right mindset to become wealthy. Anything and everything that can help people learn about money or make money or invest money would fall under the careers, would also fall under the wealth category. People that are helping people with their career. Relationships, pretty self-explanatory. Romantic relationships, parent-child relationship, friendships, whatever you're helping people in terms of relationship would fall under this. Expertise and skills now are certain things that you feel you're really good at and you want to teach people. This could be music, this could be dance, this could be spirituality, any particular expertise or skill. Spirituality would actually be in the personal development, but any particular expertise or skills that you personally have, technical or non-technical, would fall under this. Personal development would include confidence, self-value, better decision-making, spiritual growth, anything that helps a person grow internally with their mindset would be under the personal development category. Move further. E-learning market, which includes health-related courses, is worth $315 billion in 2023 and is forecasted to grow at a rate of 20% from 2022 to 2028. Just some stats for you guys, right? For each of the industries that I've shown. Wealth, 46% of people that take courses online, a money-related program versus something else. Relationship, the market size of relationship courses is going to be $6,331.14 million by 2027. That's how massively, and I'm sure you guys are seeing around as well. Relationships are under so much trouble. Relationships are under so much strain, and more people are comfortable taking external help for it. Expertise and skill industry was $250 billion in 2023 and is expected to grow by 15% in the next 1 year. Yeah. Personal development, US dollar 41.81 billion in 2021. Billion. People want to invest in getting better. Let's move further. Yeah, let's stop. Now, would you guys, let's have the 5 industries on the screen. Everybody put your cameras back on. ये मुझे बोलते रहना पड़ेगा, I know. I'm pretty prepared to do that. But just everybody, please put your cameras back on. Come back. Everybody. Fashion, health, beauty, wealth, expertise, skills, wealth, personality development, wealth. The first three, personal development, personal development, personal development. Real estate would fall under wealth. Personal development, relationship. Okay. Okay, lovely, lovely. Let's stop the screen. Cool. So everybody, in some way or another, has a direction in which they'd like to go. How you'd go there, how you create a course, how you'd sell it. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. But does everybody here have a direction in which they'd like to go by this point? Give me an I in the chat box if you do have a direction in which you'd like to go. Also, guys, can you put your cameras back on? Ishita, Kanika, Nitin, Gopi, Yadav, Ramesh, Nikhil. Okay, good to see you guys. Ishita, Kanika, can you guys also put your cameras on? Pallavi, Satyabrata, Dinesh, Amit. Okay, cool. आप अगर आप लॉग इन करके बैठे हो और आप यही अटेंड करने वाले हो तो try just keeping it on. I'll give you guys a quick thing right here. So I started my work in this industry a lot before COVID. So we used to do a lot of these physical events. People would travel from different places. They'd come, they'd sit in the room, they'd attend. We'd probably spend a whole day together. Beautiful. Then COVID happened. So everything moved digital. And I was okay doing that, but I'm very used to working with real people, right? I don't know how to really work with screens. At least at that point, it was very difficult. And, I was constantly on calls and trainings, and we tell people, guys, please put your cameras on, please put your cameras on. After a point, I swear the word that I said the most during those 6 months, like what I said from my mouth the most was this: put your cameras on. मुझे ऐसे लगता था मुझे कोई नींद में से भी उठाएगा. I'll just be saying this, guys, please put your cameras on, because I think it was a journey I had to take to understand how to do this digitally by not having real people. Because you take people's energy, people take your energy, you take feedback from the room, you work your way through because you take from people what you should do, right? And yeah, man, it was something to learn how to do this. But I also feel rooms where people are more involved in learning, they gain the most out of it. And time and again, studies have shown that when you're fully present in what you're learning, you're way more likely to get maximum benefit from it. So let's try and keep our momentum up, and let's try and be fully here and go through this. Now that you have an idea of what you want to really go into, let's go and understand how to create a smart, good product and package. Can everybody hit the chat box and type in the word package for me? Can everybody just type in the word package for me? There are two things you can do, right? And this I think is relevant to almost any business that you might pick. एक ऑप्शन है आपके पास कि आप लोगों को कोर्सेज ऑफर करो, आप लोगों को सर्विसेज ऑफर करो, आप लोगों को स्टैंड अलोन चीजें ऑफर करो, which can be okay. But the second is you can offer people, you can offer people a solution versus things and services. Is this making sense, guys? You can offer people a solution. What am I more likely to pay for? Let's look at it two ways, right? Let's pick somebody here for an example. Let's take Amit here as an example, right? Let's say Amit tells me tomorrow that, Amit, anything in your life you want to change that. Okay, let's just take health as an example, right? Let's say Amit says that I want to get my health back in control. Okay, let's say that's what he wants to do at this point in his life. He wants to take care of his health. That's his focus. What is he more likely to invest in? A gym, a nutrition plan, a cook, knowledge on what to eat, not to eat, a weighing scale, a tracker that helps him with his health, or is he more likely to invest in an individual, a community, a program, a setup that helps him with all of this? What to cook, how to cook, what to eat, when to eat, what workouts to do, when to do, how to plan your day. What is he more likely to invest in? The standalone separate things, or an end solution that can tell him, hey, you know what, Amit, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to work with you for the next 3 months. I'm going to set an entire process in place for you on what you're supposed to do, not do, assist you, help you set it up. Then I'm going to support you for the next 9 months to 12 months, and I'm going to help you implement this in your life. And in 12 months, you're not going to recognize the person you were today. How to do, we'll figure it out. But this is what I'm going to help you accomplish. He is way more likely to invest. Yeah, it's just surprising. See, that's why you should have your cameras on, right, Amit? Amit just telling me that I already am on a program like this with health, and I have a personal coach that's helping me. See, that's why you should have your cameras on. Sometimes you just pick up things when you have people there. Kidding, right? I don't have those kind of skills, but just, yeah, I think it's good to like sort of have somebody like that here. But see, he's invested in that. Versus, and maybe he'll have to make smaller investments in gyms and, you know, the food items that he needs to get to do all of this. But overall, he's way more likely to invest a bigger amount with somebody that can give him a solution versus random offerings around. So when you work with people, and we've, how do you do this in a technical course, was a question that I had. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick example of a technical course. Also, we have somebody, who has actually created a data science program using the exact same model that I'm talking to you about. One of the people that we work with has a complete end-to-end data science course that has also been created on the same principles. So I'm going to show you guys that also in a moment. But yeah, this is what the point is, that you want to actually help people with an end-to-end solution versus random offerings here and there. People invest in solutions. People invest in people that can help them with solutions. People don't buy products and programs and coachings and trainings. People buy the outcome that you're showing them that they can actually accomplish by working with you. Also, one of the most important things that you have to follow in this process is you need to have a great product, something that really works. Because in today's time and age, let's say you have brilliant marketing and sales skills, and आप 6 महीने में 10,000 लोगों को अपना course बेच दो, but if the course is not going to give people results, you're going to fall faster than you rose. Because at least in today's time and age, it's very difficult to not have products and services that work. You can't build something long-term without that. I have been in the industry 8 years. Something that I'm very, very, very proud of is you can go online, and all our courses have been expensive from the beginning, right? They've been high investment courses from the beginning because we don't offer people random things. We work with them and help them with an end outcome. And we offer 4 different programs in the company even today. And we've been doing this for 8 years. You go online, you find one person that can tell you, I went through her program and the program wasn't good. You won't find it, because that has been a priority that helped us stick around for 8 years. And for another maybe 80 years, who knows, right? I'd like this to live much after we also go. But yeah, the reason that that happened was we had something that works, that gives results. And we had something that was result oriented and not gyan and knowledge oriented. Having said that, a system is very, very important to help people. You can give a mastermind extended support that can be for 8 months, 9 months, 12 months. You can. But at the priority, what you want to have is a system that you take people through that works. What is a system? Let's understand this from a very simple point of view. Do you guys believe that the world that you're living in, the universe that you're living in, the planet that you're living in, is operated by certain laws? Like there are certain laws of this world that we live in that are natural, that are not man-created. And I'm not talking about judiciary law, I'm talking about nature laws. For example, there is summer, rain, and winters for us over here, correct? There's day, there is night. There's a gravitational force. You throw something, it's going to fall down, right? So there are certain laws that this world operates from. Like that, do you believe that if human beings were created, there is a certain system and a way they learn and they change? Like we weren't randomly created and bola ki jao kar lo jo karna hai. There's a certain system or a process through which we work, and we are more predictable than different, as we like to believe. So if there were human beings here, how many of you believe there has to be a system and a process through which people also learn and grow? It is not random. Would you agree with me on that? If yes, give me a quick yes. Okay, so everybody here, brilliant. So everybody here actually believes this, right? That there is a system through which we learn. And human beings are genuinely very predictable. So, however, we divide our courses that people create into two broader categories. The first category is we call this the tangible programs. What is tangible? Anything that you can sort of hold and measure in your hand is tangible. Anything that you can see physically with your own eyes is tangible. What are tangible courses? Tangible courses are courses like health, tangible, right? If you lose weight, you're going to see the weight loss. If your skin clears up, it's going to be seen on your skin that it's cleared up. If your health has transformed, the reports will show that it has changed in multiple areas. Wealth, the money in your bank account can be measured, right? You can see what's there and what's not there. Technical skills like data science or whatever you're going to teach people can be seen. Non-tangible are internal shifts, spiritual courses, relationship courses, personal development courses are spiritual. अब किसी को अगर मुझे सिखाना हो how to become a data scientist, there's going to be a different process than to teach people somebody how to become more confident. Does that make sense? So the process to teach is also different depending on these two courses. आप कुछ tangible सिखा रहे हो या non-tangible सिखा रहे हो? Does one okay. No, I don't think tangible makes more money than non-tangible. I refuse to agree with that. The biggest coach that has existed in the world in terms of success and up until now is Tony Robbins, and he's majorly a personal development coach. He helps you with internal shifts more than anything else. That's what he's known for. Charges what's 6-7 lakhs for each course that he does. Like we attended Date with Destiny, his signature program. It's a purely personal development course. That's 4 lakhs. That's 4 lakhs. So I don't think one course makes more money or lesser money than the other. Just differentiation and categorization is the teaching method is different. So what I'm going to do now is, if you guys promise me that you're not going to complicate this in your mind, because normally it takes us an entire boot camp to set up this with somebody. But if you guys promise me that you're not going to complicate this, I want to show you a quick 4-step system for tangible program and a quick 4-step system for a non-tangible program. You guys commit that you're not, because it's not complicated. It's pretty simple. I'll show you detailed courses that we've created when we work with people, the entire mastermind learning topic, everything very, very simple. So can I show you guys that? But you promise you won't complicate this. Because it's not, keep it simple. It's not that difficult. I'm just going to give you an overview. इतने overview से शायद कुछ खास internally आपको समझेगा भी नहीं, but just have an overview to understand कि ये 4-step process होती है जिसके basis पे, and if you already have a course, we'll just probably tweak it a bit for it to fit into these 4 steps so your course becomes more systemized. And you can add a mastermind जहां आप साल के शायद 24 घंटे extra डालो with your clients, but you can give them extended support. Should we go ahead? If yes, give me a quick yes in the chat box. Okay, lovely. So let's do this. Now, this is the 4-step process for a tangible course. It is pretty clear and defined. First, you introduce the topic to somebody. What are you going to do for them? Second, you demonstrate to them how it should be done. So आप बताओ, हम ये करने वाले हैं, हम ऐसे ऐसे करने वाले हैं. फिर आप करके दिखाओ. Then you let them do it and you assist them. So you work with them while they do it. Fourth, you let them do it themselves. You observe it, give feedback, give them changes, and then they can go independent and do it. This is a simple 4-step process. हम इसी system के basis पे हमने over 1,000 people we've worked with, they've created their courses following the exact same system. Some of them have done tangible, some have done non-tangible. Let's stop the screen share and let's go through the non-tangible example. Now for non-tangible, when you're going to create courses that are more internal shift related, the first step is you help people become aware of what's going on in their life. What's going on great in their life, what's going on not so great in their life. After that, you define to them what change are you going to help them create in their life. Third, you create a full plan of action. And fourth, you help them implement the plan of action through which they can accomplish success. Let's stop the screen share here. Let's just stop the screen share here. All the courses we've ever created, the programs that people have offered, they followed the exact same process to do it, and it works. So just a quick off the topic conversation for everyone, right? So what do you think helps you become more successful in life? Is it innovation, creativity, doing something unique and different that nobody else has ever done before? Or do you think it's replication? A or B? A is unique, creativity, innovation. B is replication. What do you think helps people achieve success? A or B? This is going to be a very interesting one. A or B? What's your point of view? So if you study people that actually became super successful in any area from health bolo, and not money wise, I'm saying, right? I'm not talking money wise. I'm talking generally in life in any area. People that are the fittest, people that are the most successful with money, people that have a very successful relationship. Both are important. I may agree partly to that. But the major sort of factor that has helped people become successful has actually been replication. It's not always the first person that did it became the biggest doing it. It's the person that did it well and did it at scale that became successful doing it. Following systems and processes lead to way more success than uniqueness and creativity by itself can do. Tony Robbins says this. He's built his entire career on one statement. He says, if you want to reach somewhere, what should you do? You should find somebody that has already been there. Then you should see what they did to get there, and you'll reach the same place quicker, faster, and easier because you won't have to go through the trial and errors that they went through. You're going to save time. You're going to have a more smooth and effortless process. It's going to be easier for you. That's why replication, that his concept is called modeling. You're correct, Rajiv. And that's how you become more successful in life. You follow something that already works. Coming to what already works, a quick few examples of such detailed courses that can be created doing this. And I'll give you guys, in fact, before we do this, let's first, can you open Black Elephant? Okay. So I'll show you guys a course that somebody that we worked with created. It's on data science. And it's going to be pretty interesting because a lot of you were interested in doing something technical per se. So that's Chirag's program. It's called blackelephant.ai. That's what he helps people with. Be the part of the future now. Data science course. He helps people become data. So he actually works with corporate professionals who are already working in the corporate world and they want to scale their career. So he helps them with a data science course that can help them do that. That's Chirag. A little bit about him, his courses, people that he's worked with. Offers his program for approximately 2 lakhs now. So the pricing can differ depending on where you are. Minimum you should charge somebody should be 35,000 and you can scale it as much as you want. That's his program. Do you have any course documents ready that we can show them? Let's show Sydney's program, if you can. So we also, because a couple of you are interested in technical courses, so I'm going to show you a couple of examples of those. Sydney works with, he offers, Ishita, such a good question. Where are you? So Ishita said, what's the outcome that he offers people? What's his result guarantee? He helps people with a better package. That's his clear outcome. You're going to make more money than you're doing 30% increment in your career in the next 12 months by becoming a data scientist. So he already works with existing corporate professionals. And what he helps them with is a 30% hike in their current package. Minimum. It could go higher also, but a minimum 30% hike from whatever their current package is. And max, he's also helped people double their salary. It works, right? Because the process works. The process works. The industry works. And he's also actually, he had worked as a data scientist with some top companies already, offering them his services, and he knows the process. So what he does is helps people get a degree, a good degree where they can provide good value. And today's time and age, if you can provide good value, you get better salary. So that's what his program does for people. So he helps people with that. And let's look at another course, Simi. Her child, by the way, was dyslexic, and she works with kids that are going through dyslexia. And this is a technical course that she's created. Now, we as a team never had any idea about how to work with somebody that's going through dyslexia, but taking her knowledge and understanding, using the same 5-step process, this is her entire course curriculum. These are her modules that she helps people with. As we progress, you guys will see her 5-step system. If you can see here, her entire 5-step system. Then what is she going to teach people week by week? What are the outcomes she's going to help them achieve week by week? Plus, let's just move further. Let's go to the mastermind topics. Now, if you guys can see here, go up because it's not here. If you guys also see here right now where we are in the entire course document, you can see, by the way, somebody's asking me, is this pre-recorded or live? I am live. Oh no, the courses are pre-recorded or live. They can be done in both ways. You can do it pre-recorded, you can do it live, both options. I'll show you guys how to do this. Let's stop the screen share. Let me show you a couple of non-tangible courses. How many of you here are interested in a non-tangible course? Something like an internal shift that you want to help people with. Not really anything technical or external, but you're more into helping somebody with an internal sort of shift. Give me an I in the chat box if that's what you want to do. Yeah, see, that's what excites me more than technical courses. Particularly, that's who I am as a person. I am more working internally and on the mindset. I'll show you guys a couple of examples of that. Show me anything that you have for anybody that we've created. Okay. Mastering midlife. Anybody going through a midlife crisis here right now? Anybody going through anything like that where you're like, हाँ ये सब तो ठीक है, but what more in life? Anybody going through anything like that? This is a course for that in particular. Okay, lots of eyes in the chat box. Let's look at this. What are the outcomes of the program? You can see it here. What is the 5-step system that she follows to help people accomplish success? You can see here the 12-week journey that she'll first take people through. This is Mitali's program. You can see here what she's going to do week by week. Has a full reflection of her, but using the system that we are talking about. Move further. Okay, super. Let's take one. Okay, these are her mastermind topics. What she's going to do for a year for them. Just one call every 2 weeks for 12 months. And what is she going to help them continue implementing and give them a bit support? You can see here. So everything. Now, how many of you have a question? कि आरज़ू ये सब तो ठीक है, कोर्स बना लिया, market अच्छा ढूंढ लिया. How many of you have the question, how am I going to make money through this? How many of you have that question? That how am I going to make money through this? Come on, give me an I in the chat box if that's a question. कि यार आरज़ू ये सब तो ठीक है, अच्छा भी लग रहा है, but इससे पैसे कैसे कमाते हैं? So let's look at multiple options that we spoke about when it comes to marketing, particularly yesterday. आप 99, 299, 399, 499 कर सकते हो. A couple of people are doing, some people are doing that. Nothing against them, but कितना ही सस्टेन होगा ये सब, you know? किसी को 99 रुपए में बोलना कि हम आपकी जिंदगी बदल देंगे और फिर 4,000, 5,000, 15,000, 50,000, 2 लाख, 5 लाख, 10 लाख के courses offer करना, not sustainable long term. Other option is you can do larger webinars, events, offer your courses. It requires time and effort, right? And a lot of money probably that you'll have to burn right in the beginning. क्योंकि कितने भी आप intelligent हो, speaker, दुनिया के best हो, you will not master this in the beginning. And you can't do a webinar with 5 people. You're going to need a crowd to do a webinar. So उतना पैसा डाल के सारा पैसा एक साथ टेस्ट हो जाए. ये दूसरा ऑप्शन है कि at once you test all the money. If you don't do a great job, which more than likely you will not in your first go, all the money's gone down the gutter. How many chances do you get to build this? The third option is, which a lot of people recommend for beginners, is you can do one-on-ones. Ad run करो, लोग आएंगे, उनसे one-on-one बात करो. Good, you can test, you can get better, you can learn. Can anybody tell me what's a big drawback with this model? Ads run करके लोगों से one-on-one बात करने में. There's a big drawback with this model if you pick. Are we scared, Ramesh, of putting in effort in building something? No, right? I'm sure all of you want to put effort. See, here's the big drawback with this model, which so many of you have written in the chat box. Ek ho gaya time. It is very time expensive when you want to do something like this. Second, which I think is a bigger drawback, like, see, you can have that kind of mindset. I meet people who are like, Arzu, time on mehnat ki to kami nahi. I can do whatever it takes to build my business. I will give days and nights, and I buy all of that. But I'll give you one thing. Give me one day where you spend 15 minutes talking to people. Chalo 15 zyada kam ho gaya. Give me 5 hours that you've spent back to back talking to people that are random, maybe interested, maybe not interested. Don't buy anything from you. You go on calls, they are not relevant to your product. Give me 5 hours where you've done this back to back, and then come and tell me how much will, determination, resilience, ye sab aap mein rehta hai uske baad. It's not possible, guys. I feel it's not. Your morale goes down the gutter after a point, and do this for 5 days back to back. Then I want to see how many people have it in them to stick through. It's very difficult. Humanly, it's very difficult. So what's the option you have? I'll show you a model that everybody that we've worked with has followed, and I think it's given them like some level of brilliant results. So let's see this. The filtered one-on-one model. What do you do in this model? So let's stop the screen share. Simple, very clear cut. Run ads. Get people to first watch a pre-recorded video or series of videos by you, depending on your product. We decide that. It's a long form video. They register only to watch that video. इस video में आप सब कुछ बताओगे. This is how I work with people. This is what we do. This is how you can accomplish this outcome. This is the complete process to do it. At the end of the video, you will say, hey, if you're interested in doing something exactly like this for yourself, all I want you to do is fill a questionnaire. Only if you're serious, only if you're going to invest your time, energy, money, and commitment, you'll make this very clear. Transparency is the key, I feel, for this business. आप जाके ही बोलो कि भाई साहब, I have something to offer you. It's gonna cost money. And I will tell you what I do for free. First, then tell them, if you are interested, fill this questionnaire, book a slot with me, and come and meet me for a one-on-one. After that, people that have watched your video, filled a questionnaire, you will get questionnaires from which you can reject or approve. And you will go on a Zoom call with somebody like this. Now, tell me a questionnaire that you've approved. Somebody that has already watched a video. जिसको पता है कि वो आपसे कोर्स खरीदने ही आया है वहां पे. They have come to buy something from you. If you speak to 10 such people, how many people will buy from you? If you speak to 10 such people, how many people will buy from you? किसी ने बोला 10. इतनी अच्छी जिंदगी तो कभी नहीं होती गाइस. ये वाला अनरीजनेबल एक्सपेक्टेशन कभी रखना ही नहीं. मैं वो पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग में मानती नहीं हूँ कि सबके सब आएंगे, सबके सब खरीदे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. नहीं गाइस, इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. इट नेवर बी लाइक दैट. इट नेवर बी लाइक दैट. बहुत सारे लोगों ने मुझे बोला है 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. चलो मैं वर्स्ट केस गिनती हूँ. 2 लोग खरीदेंगे. I'll go in a worst case scenario. 10 people that have filled a form, watched the whole video. After that, they've booked a slot. आपने questionnaire देख के approve करा है, जिसमें उन्होंने clearly बोला होगा, are you ready to make an investment in the product? Yes. What budget have you kept to invest in your own growth in this area? ये सब पढ़ के आप Zoom call पे जा रहे हो. वैसे आप 10 call पे गए. मैं कहती हूँ worst case scenario, 2 people buy from you every weekend. 10 लोगों से बात कर सकते हो आप हर weekend, Saturday, Sunday में. Can you guys give that much time to build a business for yourself? Out of the 10 people, 2 people buy from. At a price point, मैं गिनती हूँ worst case, आप 30 से 35 हजार का कोर्स बेच रहे हैं. Worst case, that's still 70,000 in a week. How much is that in a month? How much is that in a year? अब चलो मैं worst case गिनती हूँ. पूरे महीने में सिर्फ 4 लोग खरीदेंगे. पूरे महीने में सिर्फ 4 लोग खरीदेंगे. That's still 1,40,000 income that you've made from a business that's new for you. How many of you think that's a good way to start something? How many of you think that's good income? Of course, Yashwant, all courses sell for minimum 35,000. All courses do. Any niche you pick. Give me an eye if you think that's good money to start off with. No, of course, Yashwant, you can ask me, of course. I'm just saying, like, of course, everything sells for that. How much is it worth for somebody if you can help them transform their relationship? It's worth way more than that. Give me an eye in the chat box if you agree with this. Ramesh, 30% maybe, 30% cost you can keep for your marketing or whatever. Okay, brilliant. So, what's the next question? How are you going to create your credibility and how are you going to automate this part for you? How many of you have that question now? Yaar, so acha, ye sab bhi acha hai, par ye sab implementation kaise hoga? Is there a way I can automate this? Is there a way I can build my online presence and credibility through which people can actually buy from me? How many of you think that's your next question? If this is your next question, give me an eye in the chat box and put your cameras on. क्या हो जाता है यार guys बैठे बैठे अचानक से? Chalo, keep your cameras on, everyone. Let's put our cameras back on. We'll give this a couple of minutes. And give me an eye if you're interested in understanding how to do this in the chat box. Then I'm going to move further. Once I see you're very keen and interested, we are going to move further. So what I'm going to do next is for the next 5 to 7 minutes, I'm going to invite Harsh. You guys met Harsh yesterday. He's my brother. He's also my business partner. And he's going to show you how we created 2 softwares through which 80% of your work can actually be automated. 80% of what you have to do can be automated and can be scaled faster and quicker. So I'm going to invite Harsh to come here and show you guys how to do that. And yeah, let's first do that and then we'll move further with the whole process. So Harsh.
Hi everyone, can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? If you can, just give me a quick yes in the chat box, so I know that I'm perfectly audible and visible to all of you. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, right? So we have created this 2 softwares that Arzu was speaking about briefly to you guys just now. One was